Now at 11 on Time Warner Cable News on ABC 45. New details released today in the Clemens murder. What we know about one of the suspects. Kay Hagan and Thom Tillis went head-to-head in their second debate. Here are the topics they talked about. And same-sex couples are one step closer to being able to marry legally in our state. What's next for them?
You're watching Time Warner Cable News on ABC 45.
And thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Sharon Stone. Those stories are coming right up, but first, meteorologist Monty Montello is here. The first check of your weather on the One's forecast. Another mild October day, Monty.
No complaints out there. Your 7-day in about 10 minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Monty. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office searched a home in Clemens today where human remains were discovered. 2 bodies were found in shallow graves at a home on Nob Hill Drive Sunday. Brittany Edney has more on the investigation and what neighbors are saying. The 2 bodies are being examined at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center to determine cause of death. All 3 suspects are scheduled to be in court October 23rd. Authorities in South Carolina are searching for this murder suspect. They believe he may be in our state. 31-year-old LaKenneth Clarita is wanted for a shooting in Horry County that happened early yesterday morning. They say Clarita should be considered armed and dangerous. This Asheboro man is charged in a case of taking indecent liberties with a child in Rowan County. 40-year-old David Matthew Cleaver was arrested today. Authorities launched an investigation in August after DSS was notified that Cleaver may have victimized an 11-year-old. They say Cleaver was a friend of the victim's family. Cleaver was taken to the Randolph County Detention Center and has since been released on bond. State elections officials say they can reverse some voting changes in time for the November election. During a hearing in federal court in Winston-Salem today, attorneys outlined how they plan to reinstate out-of-precinct voting and same-day registrations. Last week, the 4th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals blocked the changes in voting enacted last year. Several groups have filed suit, saying the changes unfairly target minorities. Attorneys wanted the changes outlined on the state elections website.
We are now feeling assured that things are going to happen. We'll see changes to the website immediately and communications with the county board going forward.
We're typically in the mode of making things happen, whatever the rules are. We just basically want to know what that game plan is so we can move forward with training our poll workers.
The matter may still not be settled. State election workers have asked the U.S. Supreme Court to block the appeals court ruling. North Carolina's U.S. Senate candidates faced off in their second debate this evening. It was a fiery debate with both candidates coming out swinging. The candidates worked to define themselves in this close race. Time Warner Cable News reporter Loretta Beniti is at the UNC TV studios in Durham, where the debate took place. Loretta. The American Civil Liberties Union of North Carolina is declaring victory over marriage equality. Following yesterday's Supreme Court ruling, it feels same-sex marriage will be legalized in our state in a matter of days or weeks. Speaker Tillis and Senate President Pro Tem Phil Berger say they have hired outside counsel to keep the ban on gay marriage in effect. The ACLU says that's something both sides of this argument should be upset about.
As Governor McCrory said, there is a process where at the end of that process, there's a clear decision about what the verdict is. And so this is just really wasteful that they're retaining counsel when they don't even have further legal recourse.
A federal judge in Greensboro gave both parties 10 days to file motions on how to proceed. Now, some same-sex couples in North Carolina are hoping to soon hear wedding bells. The state could start allowing them to marry as early as next week. Chantel and Marcy Fishborn have been together for 18 years. They have 2 children. They're part of the lawsuit to allow same-sex marriage in this state. They say a marriage will allow them to become the adoptive parents of both their children and make their love in North Carolina official.
Most immediately, our children would be legally both of our children. I gave birth to Miley, Chantel gave birth to Eli, so they're legal strangers to each other. I'm a legal stranger to Eli, she's a legal stranger to Miley. That would end.
The couple legally married in Washington, D.C., but hopes to file their marriage license in North Carolina. Walmart stores will no longer provide health benefits to some part-time workers due to ballooning health care costs. Full-time workers will also pay an additional $3.50 per pay period for their insurance. The company says the changes affect people who work less than 30 hours a week. They released a statement saying, in part, this will impact about 2% of our total U.S. workforce. We will be working with a specialist to personally guide our associates through the process to finding the right affordable health care. Still ahead here at 11 o'clock, cuts could be coming to driver's ed. That's in our Carolina Minute, right after this quick break.